American Manhunt, the Boston Marathon bombing is a new 3-part documentary series, so let's see if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. A look at the tragic bombing and the 2 brothers who terrorized a city with archive footage, reenactments, and interviews. I've said it before, but I really like when Netflix has a documentary series that's only 3 episodes long. It doesn't overstay its welcome. The pacing is really good, and you can have it separated into 3 different parts, and that works for American Manhunt, the Boston Marathon bombing, which happened in April of 2013, and it's a look at one of the most tragic events in recent American history. Our first episode is the setup of the Boston Marathon, the bombing, how everybody reacted to it, protecting everybody involved, and trying to figure out who were the people that were involved in it. You had footage of 2 people wearing a black hat and a white hat, and that's all they went off of. And the second episode is them trying to find the suspects, finding one of them, and then the third episode is everything that happened with the other suspect and the aftermath of everything. It's broken up into 3 different parts. It's a detailed look at the bombing and the manhunt afterwards to capture the 2 perpetrators responsible for the attack. This 3-part documentary uses a mixture of archive footage, news clips, interviews with law enforcement, witnesses, survivors, to really capture this horrific event and understand how this city came together in 2013 to protect each other. The beginning of the series, it captures how the Boston Marathon is beloved by many. It is a tradition that many people attend. And then how this event was turned into a nightmare when 2 people made homemade bombs. And this documentary focuses on the manhunt that unfolded days after this event. Throughout interviews of police officers, witnesses, and survivors, we get an emotional retelling of this event over footage of everything that had happened from people's phones and news footage as well. Every clip that is used in here and every interview, you feel the emotion behind it all and how it affected everybody's lives. Not only do we look at the victims of the bombings, but it also goes into detail of the 2 brothers, their upbringings, their descent into terrorism. Not trying to go too much into territory of sympathizing these 2 brothers, but looking at their upbringings, their past, and their friends also, and how people reacted to everything. But it provides insight into their actions and their personalities as well, which made this documentary more horrific to watch and unsettling. But when we look more at the victims of it, it provides a platform for these people to share their stories, and also looking at the aftermath and the struggles they came across. And throughout those personal interviews, it shows that impact of this bombing and how the city had come together and lifted each other up and protected each other. And it shows how strong that city was during that time. That tragic event led to this city just coming together. You see that throughout this 3-part documentary as Boston and the families of the victims and the police officers, we see the families, whoever it is, all come together, and that is heartwarming to see everybody just protect each other. I love that about this documentary. We've seen it before with Patriots Day with Mark Wahlberg, but I love it in this documentary and how they really focused on that towards the end of the documentary. Despite this tragic event, it didn't break the city. Everybody was there to step up and capture these 2 brothers. Throughout these 3 episodes, it's able to maintain its suspense really early on with that first episode. Leading up into the bombing, you feel those joyful moments coming from the marathon and how important it is to people. But then right afterwards, it's suspenseful. With its detailed account of everything that had happened, it keeps its suspense throughout, despite everybody knowing exactly what had happened. But I think American Manhunt, the Boston Marathon bombing, was a detailed, very emotional series to watch. You have a lot of powerful conversations about this event, leading up to it and the aftermath as well, how it affected the city. Throughout the different interviews with police officers and victims and survivors and family members as well, it's very personal. That platform is there for everybody to share their story, and you feel that raw emotion coming through every single conversation, mixed with news clips and footage as well from people's cell phones. It created a detail at one of the most tragic events in recent history. If you're a fan of these type of documentaries, I recommend this series. It is a testament to the bravery of everybody involved and the manhunt and the aftermath of everything, how this city came together. There are a lot of highlights to it, so I recommend checking it out if you are a fan of this type of documentary. It's very popular on Netflix, so I would check it out. So before I give you my score for American Manhunt, the Boston Marathon bombing, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm going to go ahead and give American Manhunt, the Boston Marathon bombing, a B. Thank you guys for checking out my review of American Manhunt, the Boston Marathon bombing. Have you guys seen it by chance? What'd you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.